What's going on, Pixel Hackers? Christian Lovrecich here, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to create and scale your Facebook ads using custom conversions. But before we get started, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's dive right in. Custom conversions is one of the most powerful features that Facebook ads have, and one of the most looked over features that people for some reason don't even know they exist or look into it because they're lazy. So I'm going to show you how powerful custom conversions can be, how you can use them to scale your ads to the next level to create those really highly targeted custom audiences. So in order to get to your custom conversion screen, you got to go to business tools. You're going to select events manager, and then you're going to see a little star that's custom conversions. So if you look at the description by Facebook, it's super basic. It's like, use custom conversions to measure the interactions that matter to your business. Use custom conversions to show ads to people that are most likely to take specific action. Well, no shit. Okay, but that's a super generic explanation, and that's what, you know, it shows why people look over it and they don't utilize it. So I pulled up PetSmart right here because it's a huge store. They have different collections, different niches inside the actual store, and that way I can show you how we'll utilize it on an e-commerce setting with different categories and different type of products. And you can actually do this if you're doing lead generation as well, if you're doing lead generation for different types of businesses, right? So I'm going to show you how powerful this can be when you know how to use it correctly. So let's create a custom conversion and let's get started. So let's say I want to track people who own a dog, okay? You know, when you create, if you've been watching my videos, you know you can create a custom audience based on page views, based on website traffic, based on view content. Well, that's good and all, but when you have a store with so many different collections and niches and type of products, it pulls everybody who viewed content or viewed a page into one pool, into one custom audience. With our custom conversions, we can actually segment those audiences and separate them. That way, when we create new audiences, they're highly targeted to, let's say, just people who own a dog or people who just own a cat. And when you combine that with a special custom conversion event like dog item purchase or cat item purchase, it brings your cost per purchase super dirt cheap. And this is what differentiates the newbies from the advanced media buyers like myself, right? So when you go in here, you're gonna name your conversion. So let's call it dog, okay? And then what's the description? People who own dogs, okay? So I'm gonna leave the data source just basic, and we're gonna, the conversion event is gonna be all URL traffic. You can actually create standard events. So let's say you wanted to create a dog item purchase event. So you know how you choose purchase when you're creating at the ad set level, when you're creating an ad. Well, you could actually create your own custom conversion that's just for dog related items, right? So Facebook will keep track of every dog purchase inside that custom conversion, okay? So, but for now, we're just gonna use, we're gonna separate the traffic from the site so we can divide people who like dogs and people who like cats. So we will go to rules, and URL contains the word dog, okay? And how do you find that out? Well, shop by pet, let's go to dogs, okay? So I want to keep track of anybody who owns a dog, all right? So we look in here, and they are indeed using the word dog. So that's why I'm going to grab that from the URL, because most likely, especially if you build your site, if you build your own store, you know what your URL structure is. So obviously PetSmart, it's built by a very professional team and they know what they're doing. So I can bet you thousands of dollars right now that anything dog related, it has the word dog in the URL. So you go in here, you select URL, contains the word dog. And then you can get even more targeted. So let's say I just want to keep track of dog products that are $20 and up or $100 and up. And that's how you create those high value custom conversion audiences or custom audiences. So we go in here. Oh, forgot to do this. Right? And you select the word, create. And now we're keeping track of anyone who views dog related products. So now we know that this audience is going to be all dog people, okay? So let's go back. So if you wanted to keep track of another type of pet, let's say cats, you would do the same thing with cats. So what I just did, you would do the same, but instead of using the word dog, you use the word cat. And now we're separating our audiences between dog people and cat people. Okay, so let's say we want to segment our audiences even more. Okay, so I will go in here. Let's go back to dog, right? And let's say I want to keep track of anybody who buys food-related dog products only, okay? So you guessed it. We're gonna look at a URL and now we have food. So we will go back to our custom conversions, create custom conversion. We'll call it food, right? Dog food users, right? And then URL food, right? We'll select food. And let's say you want to keep track of food that it's worth X amount or more. So we can add a conversion value. So let's keep track of people who buy food that's $5 and up, or something more expensive, $15 and up. So this is only going to keep track of people who are buying dog food if they're spending $15 or more. So we will hit create. And now we have our food audience of people who spend $15 or more, okay? So now we have just created two super powerful custom audiences based on people who own dogs and who buy food-related items for dogs, right? That it's $15 and up or higher, okay? So how do we take advantage of these audiences as much as we can? Well, now we're going to create a custom conversion for purchases based on only dog-related events, meaning we're going to keep track of people who buy anything related to dogs only. So you see how I'm niching down my audience just to dogs, right? So I have a store with cats, dogs, reptiles, and everything, but I just want dogs because that's how I'm going to give the cheapest cost per purchase. So I'm going to create a custom conversion once again, and I'll name it dog purchase, right? And then I don't know why they do this. Dog purchase, same thing, right? Add account pixel. I'm going to change this to purchase, okay? URL contains dog, all right? So you can either do a conversion value where you can create your purchase conversion value of, let's say, $20 and up, $50 and up, $100 and up. This is how you scale, right? So once you have products that are most expensive, you create a custom conversion for purchases of $100 and up. And now that audience, that when you use that objective, it's going to find those people that have the money to afford that. The same thing with the audiences, right? So if I was creating just a regular audience, once again, I will go to all URL dog conversion value and I will enter $100 and up, right? So now I have an audience of just $100 and up. Okay, but that's not the case here. We're doing the objective. Okay, so we're going to do dog. Oops, dog. Oh, and I misspelled it. What's wrong with me today? Dog. There you go. So we're going to change this to purchases because this is my objective. Remember, when we go to the, what do you call it? To the asset level to select our objective, that's going to be it. So we hit create. And now we have our purchase objective. Okay, so I'm going to show you what that looks like. So the first thing that I'm going to do here, so we want to take advantage of these audiences, right? So usually I will go here under business tools. I will select audiences, right? And I will open the audience section of things. And it's not going to be active because I don't own the traffic in PetSmart, right? And I would select create custom audience, website, right? And when you go right here under pixels, you're going to see whatever that custom conversion is. So for example, it's going to be dog. So you would select, instead of page for your purchase, you would select, dog, and then you will create your custom audience. So let's name it dog 180 days, and it'll be active. You don't see it here because it's not active and I don't own the traffic. This is just an example. But instead, once again, because I know people are going to ask this, when you go to create your audiences, you will see the dog traffic. If you don't see it, it's because the pixel hasn't fired yet. So go to your website and fire off one of those URLs that contains that keyword that you're using to segment your audience. For this example, it's dog. So I will go to PetSmart and go to the dog section to fire off the pixel. Once the pixel fires the event, you're going to see it here in green. So you will select dog, okay? For this example, I'm just going to create this. So you create the audience, create done, and then I will select it here and I will create my lookalikes like I usually do. So I will do, you know, lookalikes and United States or whatever, right? The new Facebook ads, you don't need to select the country. It does it automatically, but this one's still on the old servers. So it's showing that you have to select the country. So I will create my lookalikes. Then all my lookalikes are going to be there, right? Then we will go to our, what do you call it? Ads manager, right? I'm going to show you how you create the campaign. And you combine those super powerful custom audience with your custom conversions for purchase in the objective section. So let's do that so you guys can see how that's done, right? So you would go dog, right? And I'm just using this as an example. So don't mind the errors when they pop up. Go to conversions, right? Save to draft. Then I'm going to go to my ad set level. And where it says here, missing conversion event, instead of choosing your regular purchase, you select your custom dog purchase event, because now your site is keeping track of every purchase dog related, right? And this is how you scale your ads. The other thing you can do with this is you can use it for everything. So if you have a huge store, whether it's niche down or different collections, you got to use your imaginations. You can segment your audience you can create an objective of people who spend $100 and more. So I want people to go after purchases of people that only spend $100 and more, right? You can go based on the collection. Well, I only want people who buy mugs. I only want people who buy t-shirts. I only want people who buy jeans, or I only want people who buy dog related t-shirts or cat related t-shirts. I mean, the possibilities and the type of combinations that you can do with custom conversions is endless. And this is what separates you from the noobs and the people like myself who know what we're doing. And this is how we scale our ad accounts to the next level. Guys, if you like that video, make sure to check out the links in the description below. That's how you support the channel. And if you want to keep learning, keep taking your marketing game to the next level, especially with Facebook ads, click one of the boxes right above me. Keep watching, keep moving on, and I'll see you in the next video.